Howdy y'all, it's your favorite twins, and today we're going to be listening to Cowboy Carter by the one and only Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter. We got our hats on today.
We sure do. Listen, I have to say that this has been highly anticipated since we found out that, you know, it was going to be a 3-act trilogy.
A 3-act trilogy.
For us, we're speculating that it's going to be country, a little bit of house, and then rock.
You know, because it's like a progression.
Right.
That was just the idea that I had.
Right.
And I feel like Beyonce might have had the same one.
We need to drop these accents because we are just two black boys from America, don't know nothing about that country living.
Never been to Texas, never been to Houston.
No, we are super excited. I mean, for me, personally, when I found out that the album was called Cowboy Carter, I thought that was just so clever after learning that it was going to be a country album, and then the cover dropped, and, you know, we bought our merchandise, we bought our vinyls, and then, I don't know, I think everything about this, the fact that after the CMAs, obviously, you know, Beyonce was really ostracized and was kind of shunned and looked down upon and not respected as someone that could, you know, enter the country, you know, space. So to take that moment and then create a body of work before Renaissance, might I add okay? Do you know how impressive? I can imagine what it's like to sit on a body of work, create another body of work, release that body of work, and then release this one. But Beyonce is a very smart woman, so everything is done with intent.
Yes, Cowboy Carter was done before Renaissance, 4 years prior, which was really impressive, like you were saying, just to be able to circle back around and finally put it out. I saw a quote where Beyonce was saying that this is her best music. Beyonce felt that we deserve to dance, and that's how Renaissance was kind of birthed.
So with that actually brings me back around to the title and why Beyonce decided to use the word cowboy. She said the word cowboy itself was used in a derogatory way to describe the former slaves as boys who were the most skilled and had the hardest jobs of handling horses and cattle alike. In destroying the negative connotation, what remains is the strength and resiliency of these men who were the true definition of Western fortitude. So, knowing that, again, and how this is honestly a concept album, it makes me very excited to listen to the ideas and the stories that she's gonna tell.
I don't know if there will be any transitions, but I know everything, every instrument, every sound is meticulously thought out and, you know, planned. Beyonce loves to layer vocals, so I'm wondering how much singing we'll be getting on this album. I'm seeing a lot of short tracks, which tells me that there is definitely a theme here within the track list. But yeah, I'm excited. I've heard some things about the features, but, you know, I'm ready to be surprised. And I have no expectations because with Beyonce, I've learned not to.
Before we get started, make sure to follow us on all of our social media. We'd love to connect with you guys.
And of course, if you're into exclusive content or full-length reactions, be sure to join our Patreon. It's a whole lot of fun, and we'd love to have you.
Nothing really is, but things that stay the same, they have to change again. American requiem. The big ideas,
What?
It's a lot of talking going on while I sing my song.
Oh, Western.
Look at that now. Look at that.
Hey.
But let me make myself clear. Can we stay for something? Now is the time to face the wind.
Hey.
Wow.
I guess.
Come on, Run.
Wow.
Can you stand me? Can you stand me? Can you stand me? Now is the time to present.
Definitely an intro. Like, I can feel the build.
Thinking to myself, there's a lot of talking going on. When I say, look at there, look at there.
Okay. Why am I feeling a little rock?
I want to get on a horse so bad.
Yes.
Used to say I spoke to country.
transition. Wait, because why is the last song called Amen?
But yeah, I was gonna say the last song is called Amen. So
my curiosity is piqued.
Yes,
it's definitely peaked. I was hearing some rock elements in that one, but I can feel the transition to country. But it was definitely solid as an intro. Like, it feels like we're cooking right now. We're building up to something throughout the entire album, similar to Renaissance.
Yeah.
American Requiem. First, I want to point out the detail of the two eyes for Act 2 in the title. A requiem is kind of like the remembrance of something. So I'm taking this as the remembrance of the way we used to think, the way we used to operate, which I think goes perfectly into Renaissance because it's a celebration of love.
Yes.
If that makes sense.
Yes,
The whole album of Renaissance is a celebration of love, and this song is touching on that and how we should look to that.
Yeah, I have to say, because Requiem also has to do with something within the musician realm. So to kind of tie that in, I take this as a little bit of reminiscing, but also challenging that as well, especially with that second verse, saying like she's not country enough and things like that. So really challenging our thought process, especially with coming into such a, I'm gonna be honest, white-dominated genre, right? Yeah. And a genre that stems from a lot of racial stereotypes,
norms.
So I'm very interested. I will say that is the most different sounding Beyonce intro.
Yes, it is.
And I felt that way about I'm That Girl. Wow, it really sets a tone for what we're about to do. And then the next song, knowing that it's a cover, I'm just interested to see how this is about to flow. American Requiem was good.
It was interesting.
And vocally.
Yeah. And vocally, yes.
Vocally.
Yes. The way she sang Requiem,
Yeah, very, very strong.
I'm curious. I don't think I have any predictions yet. I really am kind of just listening. I love that she took the time to address some personal things as well. Knowing that she is about to do a country album, she addresses the public's perception of her. She addresses the public's criticism of her head on.
Yes.
It's a lot of talking going on while I sing my song. Could potentially be in reference to her performance of Daddy Lessons, right? There's a lot of talking going on while she's literally singing her song.
Yeah.
But also while she's doing her thing throughout her entire career, you could look at that as someone singing their song. I can never win with you all. I can never win.
Yeah.
So I love that she's standing firm and not caring.
Me too.
Blackbird singing in the dead of night. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. Did you see all your life? Blackbird fly into the light of a dark black night. These broken wings and learn to fly. On your line to arise.
The layering, the harmonies, let's go.
Waiting for this moment to arise.
Ooh. 16 Carriages.
It's interesting because these aren't flowing like Renaissance, which I'm going to hate to always go back to, but it's all we have, right? However, there's something like cohesive. Not seamless, but cohesive.
Yes.
Going into 16 Carriages, I was wondering where this song was going to fit on the album. That's perfect.
It is perfect. I thought 16 Carriages was going to be the last song.
Right.
But I'm liking it here because with the meaning of Blackbird, like you said, she's again addressing the fact that she is entering a space where she could be criticized, right?
Yes.
But there's a freedom in that. Hence the song Blackbird, which is a cover. Paul McCartney, a member of the Beatles and the writer of the original song, once stated, "This was really a song for me to a black woman experiencing these problems in the States. Let me encourage you to keep trying to keep your faith. There is hope." So if you think about the meaning of this song and where it's placed in the album, at the beginning of this journey she's about to take us on, that hope is staying alive. That she can take on this genre, that she can enter this space and be just as respected and just as welcomed. And so to go into 16 Carriages, kind of knowing what that's about, the hard work and the payoff of that, her making that step in Blackbird carries right over into that. So I really love the pacing of this so far because she's addressing head on already what people might say.
Yeah, I
but
don't know.
She's doing this gracefully already. I'm loving these songs.
Yeah. We're not too familiar with Tanner, but I will say she sounded great. And those ending harmonies, them together, oh, they blended so well. So I'm also very excited because I'm seeing like Willie Nelson, Linda Martell, Rumi
Legend Carter.
So I'm excited to see how, you know, everybody's gonna blend. But yeah, just wanted to shout out Tanner.
16 carriages driving away while the summer sunset on a holy night on a long black road of the tears I fight. 16 carriages, 15 the innocence was gone astray. Had to leave my home at an early age. I saw mama praying. It's been umpteen summers and I'm not in my bed. On the back of the bus in a bunk with the band. Going so hard, gotta choose myself. Underpaid and overwhelmed. I might cook clean but still won't fall. Still working on my life, you know. Driving away while I watch them ride with my fears away. Fears I fight. 16 carriages, fears away to the sun.
That is so good.
On a holy night, on a 16 dollars, working all day, ain't got time to waste. I got art to make. I got. It's been 38 summers and I'm out of my bed on the back of the bus.
The progression,
Going so hard, now I miss my kids. Overworked and overwhelmed. Driving away while I watch them ride with my fears away.
I think that's like that. I love that part. Like,
take it home at an early age. I saw mama crying. I saw daddy lying. Had to legacy. It's the last thing I do. You'll remember me. Cause we got something to prove in your memory. Still see our faces when you close your eyes. Watch them ride with my dreams away.
okay, at one point, I'm gonna have to let it flow.
16 Carriages, a beautiful song, beautifully placed, just has such a powerful message. I think that last sort of bridge or outro really says it all. For Legacy, if it's the last thing I do, you'll remember me because we got something to prove. Beyonce has genuinely dedicated her life to building a legacy and touching people's lives.
Yes.
In a impactful way. And she's dedicated her life and herself to art.
Yeah, I think hearing 16 Carriages, honestly, it's 27 songs, right? But I still feel like 16 Carriages is somehow gonna creep into my top 5. There's just something about it that is so angelic and powerful, and I love that it's honestly a ballad so early into the album,
yeah,
right?
I was gonna say.
But it's placed so perfectly. So as you guys know, we did react to this and Texas Hold'em already. So if you want our full thoughts on 16 Carriages, go ahead and watch that video. But for now, we're gonna be hearing Protector.
Yes.
And that, again though, after 16 Carriages, right? So the journey, I feel like Protector is about motherhood.
Could be.
Come on now.
Could be. I mean, Rumi's on there, so.
Mom, can I hear the lullaby, please?
And there I was, tangled up in marigold. We were listening to the reverend children sing, humming low as the garden river flows, while the August light becomes a golden evening.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah. Even though I know someday you're gonna shine on your own, I won't be your projector. An apricot picked right off a given tree. I gave water to the soil and now it feeds me.
That right there, verse 2.
Shaded underneath it all, and now I lead you down that road if you lose your way.
That is
Wanna be a
beautiful.
protector.
I love the sway back
I
and
will be a
forth.
projector.
I like singing around the campfire.
Right. Wow, that was a good.
I first saw your face in your father's gates. There's a long line of hands carrying your name. Wanna be a protector. yourself so many roses, but none to be picked without thorns. So be fond of your flaws. Yeah.
Love that.
La, 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 la. I just hope you love yourself like that, and I really hope the best for you. You're my love, my sweetie pie, my baby. You're my heart.
Oh, that's adorable.
Oh,
Oh, that was beautiful.
Oh, that was so
That was beautiful.
good.
That went hand in hand with Protector.
Yeah.
That was perfect. That was a perfect addition to that little moment in the album.
Yes.
I love this dedication to motherhood, right? And the reassurance that it provides from a mother to her child or children. The idea of also pouring into another human being and kind of seeing the fruits of that labor.
Absolutely.
And there you are, shaded underneath it all, protected.
You know what it lyrically reminds me of?
What?
It could lyrically remind me of Bigger. Do you see that?
100%.
A little bit.
I see that.
And I was catching on to that very early on. But back to your point, sorry, it reminded me
definitely.
of that.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Again, that was just a beautiful ending. So many roses, but none to be picked without thorns. None of us are perfect. So again, kind of that encouragement to be proud of who you are, which is, I think, a very deep layer to this album in total. And kind of just embracing those flaws or those things that are kind of picked apart about you. So, I don't know. That even sounded like a lullaby. Those two songs together sounded like two lullabies. And that, when you think about the closeness and the intimacy of a lullaby, a mother singing to her child, that just makes it 10 times.
10 times better. But for Protector and My Rose, beautiful songs, beautiful lyrics, and a beautiful tribute to her children.
Radio?
No, stop, because you have cunty, like, TV and cunty radio. Now hold on.
Do we get the cunty movie?
To wash my sins away.
Welcome to the Smoke Hour on KNTRY Radio, Texas. Now for this next tune, I want y'all to sit back, inhale, and if you don't want to go find yourself a jukebox. Thank you.
I love that.
Oh, I love that.
Because now we're about to get into more of a dance upbeat section. And even him saying KNTRY Texas.
This ain't Texas. Ain't no hold 'em. Lay your cards down, 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 down. And I'll be damned if I can't slow dance with you. Come pour some sugar on me, honey, too. There's a tornado in my city. We surviving. On red cup kisses, sweet redemption, passing time, yeah. Ooh, one step to the right, and spin me in the middle, boy. I can't read your mind. This ain't Texas. Pocket Lexus, throw your keys out. Don't be a bitch, come take it to the floor. I'll be damned if I cannot dance with you. Come pour some liquor on me, honey, too.
Hey, I just love the appreciation for the culture where she's from. I think it comes through really heavy in this song, right? It's coming at a perfect time because we just spoke about her reasoning, I guess you could say, for stepping into this space and addressed all the criticism. So now we're kind of celebrating that arrival. Right? And even with the interlude prior, if you don't want to dance to the song, if you don't want to dance to what I'm doing, find a jukebox and pick your own.
There's a heat wave, coming at us, too hot to think straight, all of the problems, just feel dramatic, ooh, one step to the right, this ain't Texas, ain't no holding, lay our cards down,
I love the like.
Baby, pour that sugar and liquor on me too. Photogenic, shoot.
I think Texas Hold'em deserved to go number 1. I don't care what y'all say.
Agreed.
I think it was actually a very good first single in conjunction with 16 Carriages. Yeah. I'm a sucker for like old-timey radio station kind of vibes on albums. So Smoke Hour, Willie Nelson, that's my shit.
Oh.
And so to go into Texas Hold'em, like you said, to kind of, you know, touch on Texas, and then to me, Texas Hold'em is a very unapologetic song.
Yes,
right?
it is.
And so I don't know. I think it was perfect. I think the placement is great. It really grew on me.
Deserved. I think it did too. And I think it grew on me even more with listening to it within the album, which usually happens.
Yes.
Because you're listening to it in context. And you're listening to it the way it's supposed to be felt, right?
Yes.
So the album is clearly building up to an energy like Texas Hold'em. That's what I think this album's going to be about. Yeah. Not just the point of exploring the genre. And, you know, because remember, this is not a country album, it's a Beyonce album. But not only are we exploring the genre, but we're exploring the energy that comes with it, which feels just as liberating as a Renaissance would.
Yes.
Just in a different genre. And I think that that's going to be the continuous feeling that we get.
But we did react to Texas Hold'em again with 16 Carriages. So if you want to know our full thoughts, go ahead and watch that video. But for now, we are going to go into The Bodyguard, which only makes me think of Whitney Houston. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because sometimes you know
what was that?
Sometimes you know a hit off the bat.
Okay.
So sweet. I give you kisses in the backseat.
Okay.
My lipstick on a cigarette. Just toss it and you stomp it out. We've been hurting, but it's happy out.
I love that. Yes! Wait. I'm moving.
Okay.
Let's tap in.
I'm sorry. Let me explain why I do that. It's because for Jordan and I, we listen to little things in the songs.
Yes.
I'm listening to her main vocal, but it's really the background that's getting my attention. I'm sorry, I got excited because this is the kind of music that I love.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
That is so good.
Yes. I know Beyonce get busy.
Turn around and John Wayne.
This is my favorite part.
Oh, these switches and energy, I love it. You give me my bodyguard. Am I hearing horns? Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
There's something so smooth about this one. Let it rock.
Oh, no.
Wait,
because,
what?
Oh, no, because I've been waiting on this.
Dolly,
I have to be ready for this.
There was something so smooth, slick, sultry, and sexy about that song.
All the S's.
I felt the country, influence, but again, this is a Beyonce album, so I could feel her influence as well. It felt like you were gliding, and I loved that. That's gonna be one of my top ones. I don't know. That needs to be a single. Bodyguard.
It has to be a single. Okay,
amazing.
listen. Because I'm thinking, and I've spoken to a couple of other people.
Okay.
We're thinking that the Renaissance visuals and the Cowboy Carter visuals it's all one universe.
Okay.
Right? Which is why I mentioned Cunty TV, Cunty Radio.
Yeah.
I have to see the visuals to Bodyguard.
Yeah, I have
it's
to.
not an option.
I have to.
When you get me to hop out of my seat, not even for your main vocal, but your ad-libs, you got a hit on your hands.
That's power.
That song made me feel so slutty and sexy. I want to ride shotgun.
You just sitting up on the chair.
Give me a toothpick. I'm not gonna speak too much because, to be honest, I really don't have anything else to say. And listen. Okay, I'm jumping all over the place because
Pull it in, reel it in.
Let me reel it in. Bodyguard was a 20 out of 10.
Yes, it was.
I knew at the moment it started. Beyonce, you have a hit on your hands. And you know what? After Texas Hold'em, that's nasty work.
That is nasty work.
That's nasty work.
But like I said, I think this is the part of the album where we're dancing. We're up.
Yes.
This is about the vibes.
So that's all I have to say about Bodyguard. I loved it lyrically. Nothing to do with Whitney Houston, but I loved it lyrically.
But it's funny how like something like that with Whitney Houston, we're now going into Dolly Parton, who wrote "I Will Always Love You."
The moment I heard that it was a country album, I said the only thing I need on this album is a Jolene cover.
And it looks like I'm seeing it.
I didn't even need Dolly Parton on the album, but I got her anyway. I am about to piss on myself. I am so excited. Let's get into Dolly P and Jolene. Cause Jolene, that bitch ain't catch no break.
Hey, Miss Honeybee, it's Dolly P. You know that Huzzy with the good hair you sang about? Reminded me of someone I knew, except she has flaming locks of auburn hair. Just a hair of a different color, but it hurts just the same.
Oh!
I cannot.
Jolene, 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 Jolene.
Oh, no.
Oh my goodness!
Don't come for my man.
Don't come for my man.
No, please don't
Hold
take my man.
on.
Don't come for my man.
That was just genius. Having the icon, the legend herself, Dolly Parton, introduce this cover.
Yes.
I can't ask for anything more.
Anything more.
To tell you know what? I dealt with a bitch like this back in my day. Let me tell you what I did.
Don't take the chance because you think you can.
Yeah.
Beyond compare takes more than beauty and seductive stare.
Oh, yes.
Between a family and a happy man.
Oh, she's changing them. Oh my God. Yeah.
The games you play are nothing new. We've been deep in love for 20 years. I raised that man, I raised his kids. I know my man better than he knows himself.
Yes.
Oh my God.
You don't want the smoke to shoot your shot with someone else.
Can I just get into the details? I'm sorry. Shoot your shot with someone else. It's called Cowboy Carter, known to have a pistol.
Yeah, and I love the lyrical switch up. Oh my God.
I'm warning you, woman, find you your own man.
Find your own bitch.
Wow.
Still a Creole banjo bitch from Louisiana.
Come on, Louisiana.
So you a bird, go on and sing your tune, Jolene. Cause I hate to have to act a fool. Your piece depends on how you move, Jolene.
Yes.
Me and my man cross those valleys, highs and lows and everything between.
My favorite section of the album.
Yeah, it is.
Be good at me, cause you came to God, I will plant your seeds.
Oh my God. This is good. Oh my God.
I'm not.
I just broke your hanger. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Yo, don't bring in a chorus with this song, yo.
The voice of every woman in Houston, Texas. Right there. I need to.
Oh my God.
Can we put the set back, please?
Oh my God. Okay, sorry. That was so unexpected. I did not expect that. Easily my favorite. Easily my favorite.
Jolene, bitch, you're cooked. Because the fact that the man came in at the end and said, yeah, I'm gonna stand by her.
Is it crazy to say that a cover is one of the best Beyonce things I've heard in a very long time?
One of Beyonce's best songs? I think so.
I think so.
And if I ever get a remix with Dolly, I just think I might combust.
I will combust.
I have to say this about Jolene.
Oh my God. Beyonce's Jolene.
Beyonce's Jolene. This is so modern, but the way that she was able to take a classic and flip it and still keep it in line with the original, that is what you call an artist. Comparing the lyrics on Dolly's to Beyonce's, they carry the same energy. Beyonce has a little more grit here, which I loved seeing because it also offers a different perspective, but also culture. The way that a Sally might, approach this is different from the way a Giselle's gonna approach it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I have to say so far, that is my favorite moment on the album.
Smoke Hour down to Jolene so far. This is it.
That's it. You can see somebody do a cover of somebody's song and you have really high hopes. Yeah. And it doesn't really match up and it doesn't meet your expectation. This exceeded my expectation. And that choir, you're sick. You're sick.
I knew something bigger was coming. I knew
You're
it.
sick.
I knew it. Yeah, no, I gotta pee.
No, that made me hot.
Your body laid out on these filthy floors. Your blood stains on my custom couture.
Huh.
I really try to stay cool, but your arrogance disturbed my solitude.
Oh my God.
Now I ripped your dress and you're all black and blue. They keep saying that ain't nothing like my father, but I'm the furthest thing from quiet boys and altars.
Oh.
I am colder than Titanic water. Help me, Lord, from these fantasies in my head. Cleanse me, Holy Trinity, from this marijuana smoke smell in my hair. I sashayed my dress, did my best impression of a damsel in distress.
These verses.
Outfit too small to hide my scars.
Oh my God.
Feeling bottled up like bottle service bras.
I'm not even.
Oh my God.
Out of your bed, credim your man.
Italian? Are you kidding me? Oh my
Bitch, she
God.
always. Okay. Yes.
Saint ones, I don't fellowship with these fake ones. So let's travel to white chapels and sing hymns.
Yes.
The rosary, Titanic water.
Wow.
I have a lot to say. She either shot the bitch or she killed her man.
I don't know where we're at.
I don't know, but that sequencing is absolutely insane.
Yes.
For it to be called daughter, I'm my father's daughter. Oh my God. And the thing is, like, to make a reference, I'm sorry, I'm like, my mind is like going over. To make a reference to him in choir voice and then sing in Italian.
Yes.
You are nasty for that. Oh my God. Like, the research, the history of that is insane. To think that, like, I have my father's temper. I have my father's aggression. And coming after the storyline of Jolene, I took it out on somebody. I am no better. I am a sinner. It's basically how I take. Oh, that was just. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah, the aftermath of Jolene is what it feels like. I ripped your dress.
Yeah.
Your blood stains on my couture gown.
Yeah. The fact that section got better. Like, it just. I'm trying to, like.
How long can he hold his breath before his death? I'm taking you both out.
And then to end it with I'm colder than the Titanic water.
I have no words this time. This section of the album is top tier.
Rennie, how are you holding in there, sweetie?
Renee?
She's holding on like Jack, I'll say that much.
Oh.
Genres are a funny little concept, aren't they? Yes, they are. In theory, they have a simple definition that's easy to understand. Some may feel confined.
Oh my God.
Oh shit. Sound the trumpet.
I ain't in no gang, but I got shooters and I bang, bang. At the snap of my fingers, I'm fine. And I'm still on your head. Cornrows.
Yes.
All of this snitching and all of this bitching, just a fishing expedition, dumb admission in the kitchen, cooking up some chicken's extra leg, but I ain't even trying to kick it. Country, petty.
Oh,
No,
oh bitch, made like, oh, I didn't do that again.
Country, petty. All the same to me, plain Jane spaghetti. No sauce, no sauce. But it was sweet when they was walking in the back door of the kitchen, past the dirty dishes. Now we on the mission. I've been played by the plagiaristic, ain't gonna get no cloud addiction. My attention. I ain't no regular singer. Now come get everything you paying for. I ain't in no gang, but I got shooters and I bang, bang.
Oh my God.
Out to the moon, outlaws women, they gon' shoot. Keep the car, break the rules. We gon' ride for every member that we know.
Yes.
Can't go race, they on my shoes. No matter what the charges is, we ain't gon' tell the truth.
I greatly appreciate that.
Yeah, that intro by Linda Martell, like, that set the tone for what the song was going to, how the song was going to go and how it was going to be constructed.
How it was going to impact the album as well, though.
Yes.
Because that is definitely a change or a shift within the genre. You could even say blending genres. To again address that head on, like, with something that's so factual. Because you can begin to feel confined in a genre. Like, you can't move around in it, but music is meant to move. So if I don't move with music, am I really
making music?
Right. I loved this, actually. And I'm someone that's like, when it comes to rap Beyoncé, I sometimes have to adjust. I didn't have to adjust here. I love the little pre-chorus. I ain't in no game, but I got shooters and I bang, bang. Like, this was just, this was a needed energy. This was a needed energy.
Yeah, I'm kind of like flabbergasted because it's so one-off, but it works so well.
It does. It's still cohesive. All these artists are the same. They got no sauce.
Because artists aren't taking risks with their music.
Yeah.
That's why Beyonce's always going to reinvent herself. That's why she's always going to peak. Because she's constantly reinventing herself.
She is. She is.
She gonna always have the sauce. She gonna always have the spaghetti.
The spaghetti. Always have the recipe. Why does that sound familiar?
Something about those tears of yours. How does it feel to be adored? Sunrise in the morning, you're all I need. Think about leaving, hell no. Squeeze every ounce of love from my body. Yeah. You say stop the river from running. I'll build a dam.
Okay. I'll just keep on walking, and that's just what they'll do. Boots are made for walking. That's what it reminds me of. I was like, I've heard this melody somewhere before.
Okay, now wow, crazy.
This is clever. Okay.
You tuned into KNTRY Radio Texas, home of the real deal. Sometimes you don't know what you like until someone you trust turns you on to some real good shit. Up next on the Smoke Hour is Just for Fun by Beyoncé. You're welcome.
I'm going all out just for fun. I am the man, I know it. And everywhere I go, they know my name. Time moves quickly and so do I, so do I. 'Cause time heals everything. I don't need anything, darling.
It's pretty.
Here's to hoping I'll fall fast asleep tonight. And I'll just need to get through this. Getting used to
down south just for fun. I am the man, I know.
From the cowboys and Clovis and the rodeo circus, I came here for a reason, but I don't know the purpose. Ooh, yeah. Here's to hoping I'll fast asleep tonight, and I'll just born in the darkness.
That's right.
'Cause time heals everything. I pray to.
Oh, Oh, that was beautiful.
Interesting.
That was beautiful.
What I love about Alligator Tears is basically saying that you love and adore somebody so much that you're kind of willing to look past their bullshit, right? So we think of like crocodile tears, alligator tears. It's this false representation of who somebody is, but you are so infatuated with them and love them that you kind of look past it. The chorus was very catchy, and like you said, the minute you pointed out these boots were made for walking, that's all I could think about. I was like, oh my god, yeah, like that's definitely the melody is in there somewhere.
Sure. Regarding alligator tears, I actually really loved that one. I love the concept. Alligators are often associated with, you know, the lake, fishing, could be country, but I also think of alligator boots as well, which are also associated with country style living. And then alligator tears, so flipping alligator 3 times, and this idea that if you don't know what alligator tears are, they can be looked at as like a fake cry, very little tears, not many, almost forced. Obviously within a relationship, it's like, this is me with you, I am moved by your tears anytime you cry, whether it's a manipulation tactic or it's real. You have that hold on me. But I also think about how people say about celebrities that they're crying alligator tears because their lives are perfect. So it was interesting to me to hear her talk about that and state how does it feel to be adored, because celebrities are adored. They have very strong fan bases as well that would move mountains for them. So that was just like a flip that I also had in my mind, but I definitely think it's geared more toward a relationship. So yeah, I really enjoyed Alligator Tears sonically. It could be one of my favorites. Just for fun as well, I'm not totally clear on the meaning. It almost sounded like living life, like you're doing this life thing for fun and not thinking too hard about it. Maybe even just your career. So that's how I inhaled this one.
Funny, it's interesting you say that. I really like Smoke Hour too. I feel like it concluded that section, so it began with the Smoke Hour and ended with the Smoke Hour, right? And then kind of went into this very calm, like you say, just a song about maybe living in the moment or coming to terms with just how life is and willing to, and honestly realizing that you kind of just need to embrace it for what it is. Those 3 back to back to back sounded very nice. This album is so...
I'm enjoying it.
Different, but I'm enjoying every moment of it.
Yeah, me too. The saying is actually crocodile tears. And so I love that flip even more for Alligator Tears because it keeps it in theme with the album. So, I don't know. I think that, again, the devil's going to always be in the details when it comes to Beyonce. And this section of the album, this album itself is no different.
No jumping the gun, but we're both still young.
Oh, come on, Hannah.
Baby won't be.
Say goodbye to the old me.
Came out of nowhere, didn't give no warning.
Pedal so heavy like the 2 most wanted, and I'll be a shotgun rider till the day I die. The window flying down the 405.
Put it like, and I'm like, nice.
Oh my god.
Making waves in the wind with my empty hand.
Been a while since I haven't tried to pull away, but it's time for something new.
Came out of nowhere, didn't give no warning.
I'll be a shotgun rider till the day I die. I'll be your backseat, baby, driving you crazy.
Come on, Grit.
Anytime you like, whoa, till the day I die.
I like this one.
Wherever you take me seems kinda crazy.
I'll be a shotgun rider till the day I die.
So good together.
Getting high till we don't realize time is passing by. Yeah, I'll be your backseat, baby. I'm driving you crazy till the day I die.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's instantly one of my favorites. Instantly one of my favorites.
I think that is the most unexpected collaboration you could have thrown on this album for me. I don't think...
Really?
Yeah, it makes complete sense, but I don't think at all I suspected Miley Cyrus on this album. I never suspected that they would collaborate.
Yeah, in general, yeah.
Let alone something like this. So, no surprise from either of them that it's a great song, but this idea of two most wanted and them having a duet, you know, it's easy to listen to this and feel like you kind of get the meaning of I'm your ride or die, right?
Yeah.
Again, I think of stories like Bonnie and Clyde, right? And just how sometimes you find that person who's down with you through anything.
Yeah.
And down for anything.
Yeah.
And the thing that keeps you guys rooted is love. But to scroll, right, and this is not confirmed, but to see there be a bit of an annotation regarding Beyonce's mother-in-law, Gloria Carter, marrying longtime partner Roxanne. That adds another layer because, right, if this song were to be dedicated to her mother-in-law, right, you think about the West. You think about tradition. You think about, you know, being conservative and how certain things are frowned upon, you know. The church specifically frowns upon these things.
Yeah.
And to my knowledge, a thing deep rooted in being from the country is church, religion.
Yeah.
You know, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. All right, don't you step out of line now. For this song to kind of touch on Therefore I Burn in Hell, right?
Right.
Again, it's adding this proud, confident layer that Renaissance touched on so beautifully.
Yes.
So I love how that kind of connects the two.
Yeah.
If it is about that. If not, again, I just think
just a
the
great
point of the song, yeah.
love song. And again, I am so shocked at how well Beyonce and Miley's voices blended. Lyrically, I think that's actually one of my favorites.
Same.
So far. I absolutely loved the beats. I loved the instrumental. I think I was so quiet and not maybe as hype because I was so taken aback at how much I loved it.
Yeah.
Wow, that was such a wow. And there were so many speculations on Two Most Wanted because we thought it was going to be Gaga.
Right.
We thought it was going to be a Telephone Part 2. So of course I was a little disappointed to not have that. But to get this song,
yeah, this is interesting.
I'm okay with.
I feel content with that.
With all that, yeah.
Relatively, there wasn't really a beat, much of one, right? There wasn't much going on with the instrumental, but their voices carried it. It kept you excited. It kept you intrigued.
Yeah,
you know. So I loved that.
Yeah,
that
was a highlight for me.
Now this, I'm curious about.
Now. I love me some Post Malone.
You call me pretty little thing. Boy, I let you be my Levi's jeans. So you can hug that ass all day long.
Oh, I like that.
Snap a picture, bring it on. When it's popping out your phone. Love you down to the bone. Baby, you play too much. I'm super shot. I'm looking super hot. Fucking animal. I'm a fucking centerfold. Tell up, I love to go. Too good, no prima donna. Possess too much persona. You need to meet my mama. Yeah. Every time I see you, I just wanna grab you.
I like this part.
Chocolate caramel, I act a fool. Pretty little thing.
Oh yes, this is giving me Bodyguard a little bit. In the same vein.
Oh, girl, I wish I was your Levi's jeans.
Yeah.
Thank you. At the light.
Baby, you know I'm on my bullshit. I'll let you ride it.
I'm on my bullshit.
A bull, ride a bull.
Bull rider,
yes.
yeah.
With that thing on hydroplane, baby girl, you the pilot. And I ramble on, I could go on, but I'm on the wrong side. So hop up the phone and bring this shit on.
Oh, yes.
No one ever got me going. Baby, let me ride on that snake with my denim on denim. So on Celestine. God like shining through the in-between. God got settled his leather seat. Come on, you pretty little thing. Girl, I wanna take you home. You know I like to be Levi's jeans.
Oh, I like this song.
I love you, baby. Yeah, you drive me crazy. Need you all night long. You're my renaissance. Baby, loving you, best of things.
Why you let him do that?
My mind is
that's been telling me to settle right on down. The ones have been telling me that they won't be around. I hope that you know that once I loved you. I hope that God knows that I'm in need of help right now. Right about now. My soul is reminding me that we're forever young.
Wow.
Ooh, inhale and exhale my breath until the deed is done. Right about now. Well, that's what you don't know what you got until it's gone.
Okay.
I know
that's gonna flow.
Yeah.
I know that's gonna flow.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, we need to go back to Levi's Jeans.
Let's go back to Levi's Jeans. You know what? There better not be another good song on this album because it's going to be very hard to pick the top. I don't even know if I could do a top 5.
Yeah.
Like, that's very hard because Levi's Jeans
Yeah.
is so up there. Again, Two Most Wanted was a perfect song.
It was.
So then to follow it up with another perfect song, wow. Like Levi's Jeans, and then just like the concept, it's fun, it's sexy, it's a little bit of a tease. It's wow, like, but to me, that was one of the most country sounding song. Like, does that make sense? Like there was something about that song. Maybe it was the instrumentation that it felt so country. Like that influence was very heavy on that song. And of course you think of Levi's, I associate it instantly, ironically, right? So, wow, Post, you sounded great. Beyonce, you sounded great. Oh, Levi's Jeans.
I'm tipping my hat. That one made me do a body roll. All right, like I said, it reminded me of Bodyguard. It was very smooth, sultry, seductive, and sexy. Yeah. I think Post and Beyonce sounded amazing together. I almost didn't even realize that there was a switch because Post just really kind of fit in there, and then you could feel the song morph toward the end into his part, which I think was just, there was chemistry there, which is another collaboration that I did not expect. But Post has been known to kind of like cross over into country a little bit, so this made sense.
Especially with Austin.
Oh yeah. Again, that idea of Levi's jeans, the boot cut blue denim jeans with the boots is always associated with the country. Yeah. With songs like that, I can't help but imagine like a dive bar. I love the picture that one painted. I think that will be one of my favorites.
Yeah, I have to agree.
Yeah. As for flamenco, flamenco is a style of Spanish music played especially on the guitar and accompanied by singing and dancing. I think a lot of times when we talk about being from the country, our mind immediately goes to red tractor and white. Yes. Right? But there is another side to this, right? Which is why I'm appreciating what Beyonce just did, because we can't forget about the Mexican, Hispanic, Spaniard, Latin culture as well.
Right, because a lot of country music to me, especially if you know the origin and you know the originators, a lot of it actually has a lot of Latin influence in the sense of the instrumentation that is used. So when you think and you're looking like, what does flamenco have to do with anything on a country album?
Yep.
You don't know your history.
Even reading here, Cowboys Vaqueros in 1519, shortly after the Spanish arrived in the Americas, they began to build ranches to raise cattle and other livestock. So there is a history there.
There's a history there. And again,
there is. You can't forget the matador.
No, there's a lot that you just...
Horsemen.
That goes into that history as well. And again, this is history that Beyonce studied concocting this album.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
For those two songs, I'm very impressed. And Levi's Jeans was a 10 out of 10.
On this channel, you guys know that we come up with theories, right? We try to do a deep dive into music and understand it on a deeper level. So listening to flamenco, right? None of what I'm saying is fact. This is just my interpretation. Something felt dark about that song. A cowboy potentially on the edge. And that is how I will put that.
Okay, thank you so very much. Ladies and gentlemen, this particular tune stretches across a range of genres, a unique listening experience. Yes, indeed. It's called Ya Ya.
Hello, girls.
Hello, fellas. You're pretty swell. Those petty ones can't fuck with me. Why? Cause I'm a clever girl. We snapping. Pretty please. We want to welcome you to the Beyoncé Cowboy Carter Act 2. Put them hands together. We clapping.
Oh, this is gonna be it. We're going ass.
P-E-Y-I-N-C-E. My family living died in America. Good old USA. She had a lot of red and white and blue.
Yes.
History can be erased.
A lot of red.
I just pray that we don't crash. Keep my Bible on the dash. We gotta keep the faith. Insurance ain't gonna pay no penny man. Shit. So hold this hose up on my liquor, please. Turn up the vinyl and the radio. You can't watch the news nowadays. He's looking for sweet sensations. Ladies. Yeah. Fuck it. We shaking.
No. We're fucking.
Touch it, don't you? Go look this lady in the bottle. Come on, I got you swerves walking. Let it loose. I got you tangerine. Put your lips on my hip and show me like a guitar. La 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 la. We straight out the sheets, got you up all night and now you don't wanna leave.
Oh, I need to hold on.
I can soothe your pain. Got you insane. It's giving me the fame. Pick it up, good vibration. We gon' bust it down. From Texas to Gary. Oh, pretty. Got these drugs in my mouth and the devil take them out.
Oh my god, that's beautiful. What the hell?
If you ain't got no grits, get the fuck up out the south. Just in case I got a blast. I just wanna shake my ass. Vibrating. And lover boy, it's so fun.
Nice. The guitar, I'm not expecting it. Yes.
Oh.
I gotta hear it.
Soft to the touch, let you hold something, let you get a handful, baby. She's a whole lot of woman. Cash out on a video, make 'em put on a show and make it nasty.
Hey.
Desert Eagle in the backseat, everything bigger in Texas. Big body busted open, feed you breakfast. Easy classy, let you love me like a lady, yeah. Don't it know it get creamy in the middle, yeah.
Okay, no. I got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna rehear that. We're gonna rehear that.
First of all, to have Linda Martell, again, one of the black pioneers in country music,
Yes.
incorporated into this album, another black woman pioneering in country music, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's iconic. I think it's the only word you can use. It's
telling.
iconic. It's telling, right? And so with Linda, again, kind of expressing that there's going to be a shift in genre, but genre is also subjective. And it bends, okay?
Yeah.
There are no rules to genres.
No.
You can mix and match. It's a bending kind of entity, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then to go into Yaya.
Yes, this one I'm excited about.
That's a hit.
That's a hit. Yeah.
That's a hit. And that's... I saw the visuals immediately. As soon as the song started.
Yeah.
Actually, as soon as the Linda Martell, show... The minute that started, I saw it. So then to have it seamlessly go into Yaya, ass-shaking song.
Ass-shaking, yes.
Oh, I think that's a hit. I think that song should be pushed. I thought it was so well done. It was country as fuck.
It was. And the thing about country, right, it's not just about sitting on your porch with a guitar and a toothpick in your mouth, right? country expands, right, to different cultures.
Yeah.
Right? There are different ways of, you can just be from the country, but there are different ways of expressing that, right?
Yeah.
So when I think of Yaya, first I want to touch on the background music in the beginning. It was a sample of Nancy Sinatra's "These Boots Are Made for Walking." So I felt like we heard something like that earlier, so to actually have it here is just awesome.
Yeah.
This whole section felt very Elvis a little bit,
Yes.
Chuck Berry maybe, Little Richie, like something like that, somewhere in there. So I felt that influence. Again, there was a little bit of a rock and roll.
Yes.
Which is interesting. If you know the speculation on Act 3. Loved a whole lot of red in that white and blue. Listen, it's no secret that this country was built with blood and a lot of it, sweat, a lot of it, and tears and a lot of loss. All right, so that red within the red, white, and blue on our American flag is telling.
It's
I love how she took a stance. Are you tired? Working time and a half for half the pay, right? That just speaks to kind of society and how we'll put in all this work. We spend more time at work and in our jobs than we do with our loved ones, and barely get a fraction of that back. I think this section, Yaya, Oh Louisiana, Desert Eagle, we'll see about Riverdance, is sexual liberation, right? I think that's the first time we're having this in the album.
Yes.
Where it's in front of your face. I would even venture to put Levi's jeans in there as well.
Or even maybe Bodyguard a little bit. But this is a little bit more maybe explicit, especially with Desert Eagle.
Yes.
And I love that. I loved Oh Louisiana. The way it went from Yaya was seamless and perfect actually, and kind of kept the same vibe. But then Desert Eagle for me was really that shorter standout.
Yeah.
Knowing that it could be a pistol, right? But also a sex position. So that cleverness within that, and again taking those influences and the stereotypes with those from the South and of that country and that culture, it just it
worked.
It
all worked. This whole section worked together. I am going to throw back to Yaya. Beyoncé, right? Beyince. Purposely said like that because of the history. Beyonce's mother, Tina Knowles' maiden last name was originally Beyoncé, but due to an error made by hospital staff, they spelled it Beyonce. All right, so it's little details like that get thrown in there.
It's so cool to know that.
She is also from Louisiana, right?
Her mom, yes.
Her mother's from Louisiana, so moving into Oh Louisiana, that's just another detail you want to look out for.
We're nearing the end of the album, but it's ironically picking up towards the end as well.
It is picking up. So that's one thing I can say. It's a very cohesive album, but I haven't felt a dip. Everything is moving seamlessly.
Yeah.
And I feel like we've been having one big party in the same place, similar to Renaissance.
Yeah. Renaissance was the club. This is like a dive bar barn.
Yeah. Barn.
Yeah. So
rodeo.
Yeah.
Middle of the desert. Yeah.
Dance. Dance.
I feel like I know what this is.
Dance. Bounce on that shit, dance. Dance. Bounce on that shit, dance.
Hey.
No hands. Running through the river. Running through the river with you, dance. Running through the river with you, dance. Staring down the barrel of his gun. Yes, he shot me down. I died and someone brought me back to life, but never to my senses. Bounce.
Oh, I love that.
He cried the day he realized that lies were hidden in my kisses. Bounce on that shit.
Okay, I like how it's a verse reframe.
I would give him everything, my thunderstorm and second chances. I plan to steal your heart again on Saturday and Sunday night. Bounce on that shit, dance.
I'm adding a bite.
Wrap me around your little finger, wrap me around your wedding ring. Your words dictate the shape my back. Staring at the barrel of his gun, yes, it shot me down to my senses. We fight and then we make amends, or else me and free be my rights. And I wrote it down, your smiles, call your face was fresh, your eyes were such a shade of red.
Favorite verse. That one? Yeah, verse 7.
Speed my heart will beat, seconds drag like days whenever you don't wanna talk or speak.
Now that I like.
Beautiful.
Bounce on this shit, no hands.
2 hands. Yeah.
2 hands to heaven.
Bottle in my hand, the whiskey up high.
Sorry.
2 hands to heaven, wild horses run wild. Oh.
Sorry, I have to hear it.
This one's
Only knows why though. Rhinestones and diamonds both shine in the light. In the Arizona heat, summer fling, saw your bedside, slip into my dreams.
Okay, hold on, this one.
Purple colored pink, sugar
hear how full that is?
Don't judge me, baby. 24-inch spinners, swirl. Don't judge me, baby. Bottle in my hand, my whiskey up high.
Why am I feeling house?
Why?
I know.
Why? 10,000 steps towards the time of your life. Oh, got only those wide open. 2 hands to heaven. I pray, please forgive my soul. Lovely daggers, kiss my heart many moons ago. Lost virgins with broken wings that will ring.
Love that.
Running, no candle in the wind. You won't ever see me coming or going, but you know whenever I'm here. Dancing in the moonlight, catching every breeze. Ever since I went to my fire, ain't no trouble on my mind. Singing, I will carry on. 10,000 steps towards the time of your life. Kiss my heart many moons ago.
I like this song a lot. It's one of my favorites. Oh, I knew it.
Baby, I've been waiting. It's the real you. It's the real me. Yeah. Your love run through me like lava. Don't mic it over these hips. You grip like grind and taste this wine. I'ma taste what's mine. And in these dark times, I'm so glad that this love is blinding. Your gold, your inner being, yeah. And when I get up to walk, I wanna feel weak, yeah. In my whole life, I'm gonna give you the best years of your life. My whole life for you and I.
Cowboy.
Okay.
Oh,
And
wait.
let me tell you why. Let me tell you why that's iconic.
Patty?
Because that Patty and Dolly video of Dolly doing it with her nails and the
Dolly's-
fact that Tyrant has Dolly Parton on it. That's how you do that.
Details.
That's how you do that.
Okay, we gotta talk.
Okay.
We're gonna throw this all the way back to Riverdance, alright? Speaking of sexual liberation, I think the meaning of that is obvious. Beyonce was flowing like a river on that one. And it's speaking on the idea of your partner dancing in it. And maybe even causing it.
Right.
So that one was really interesting. Don't know how many times I will go back to it because I think it's meant for a certain atmosphere and being in a certain vibe.
Okay.
But I did enjoy it, and I think that it added something, again, special to the album because it's giving you a different sound within the genre, but it's also pulling something that is familiar with this, you know, with being country, river dancing, and things like that.
Yeah.
So definitely felt like a club banger, club joint. The lyrics were. The chorus was pretty simple, but I liked the separation in verses. There were like 8 or 9, I think.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So that was really interesting. That was an interesting listen. 2 Hands to Heaven.
2 Hands to Heaven.
Probably going to be one of my favorites off this album.
Yeah.
It had this house poppy influence mixed in with the country feel that I really enjoyed. I just love those hybrid songs.
Yeah.
2 Hands to Heaven, taking that as hands in the air. This again felt like a celebration of love.
Yeah.
It felt like another party joint. I loved how detailed she got in part 2.
Yes.
About the love between these two people.
Yes.
That was really special to me. So I think that's enough said for me on 2 Hands to Heaven. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I will say quickly that when it comes to Riverdance, that has my favorite structure of any song on the album. Has my favorite structure. I think going from verse to refrain, verse, refrain, chorus, verse, refrain. I think that structure was just, it kept my attention the entire time.
Definitely.
And then 2 Hands to Heaven, Beyonce's longer songs always tend to be my favorite. Rocket, Virgo's Groove, things like that. So 2 Hands to Heaven is no exception. I absolutely loved it. Obviously, when I realized there was going to be 2 parts, I was like, I knew it because I love when songs are like that. It reminds me of like Pure Honey, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm excited to hear Tyrant again. If that little nail clicking, that
was just iconic. Yeah, that was iconic.
Oh, this is such a good listen.
Cowboy Carter, time to strike a match and light up this juke joint.
You hang them high, your hands are steady and you sleep at night. I don't want them back, but I can't let go. Answer me now. I hated you once.
Okay.
Coming together after Jolene.
Tell me how. Every time I ride it, make it look so good. Try to justify it, just relax, I got this. I got that excited, hips are so hypnotic. Throw it back, shoot up the bar. Tell her that we don't remember none after that. Stop it, seen a 5'9", thick and fine, what a tragedy. While we tryna catch a wave, that's so sexy and I know it. And I ain't afraid to show it, baby, I'm goated. Boy, I know they looking for me, how we gonna hide it? Hide it like I tried it. No willing, the missing, no wanting. You ain't meant to teach me how not to cry. Oh, she got that water, hangman got that water.
That's not Dolly, is it? That's not Dolly, is it?
Take it down again, leave me alone, leave me alone. Make it look so good. Cowboys justify it.
Cowboys justify it.
Oh, this one's good. This one's good.
Yeah, this is good.
I like this one. Wait, this is B. This is Beyonce.
You owe me a debt. You stole him from me. I envy you now. Just tell me how. Tell me how. Giddy up, giddy up.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay, let's talk about Tyrant. Let's talk about Tyrant.
Tyrant could potentially be one of my favorites.
Yeah, I think same here.
Damn, I keep saying that.
I know. But with 27 songs, how can you
How
not
can you not?
have multiple?
I can't do a top 5.
Oh no.
Top 7?
Top 10 don't even feel right.
Top 10, yeah.
I feel like Tyrant switches perspectives.
It does.
I think Beyonce saying because she's a tyrant, it makes her have to step her game up. So at first, she's a tyrant, which forces me to write it the way I have to write it so I can be a tyrant. Yeah. So it kind of switches from being mad at Jolene to then being envious because somehow, bitch, you got my man.
Yeah, somehow you did it.
So because you stole my man, now I want to know, how did you do it? How did you do that? Because that's the only way I'm going to be able to keep him.
Something you can't figure out, but it's also like, because I'm a tyrant too, game recognized game.
Game.
So like, I'm on to you. I'm on to you. That's what it sounded like to me.
You, bitch.
Right, I feel her eyeing me like owls. So the hangman is also being referred to as the tyrant. So maybe how she like hangs men up when she's done with them, or like keeps them hung like you said.
Yeah.
I don't know, but she is a 5'9", thick and fine and attractive enough. Aside from that, the beat was just smooth.
Oh yeah.
It was a smooth ride, no pun intended. It reminded me of Spaghetti. It reminded me of that hip hop influence that we didn't get a lot of on this album, but it's still in there, which I appreciate because again, this is a Beyonce album. And Beyonce has, you know, those R&B hip hop roots that I think will always be there. So
yeah.
I appreciate that one, and I can see that one being a fan favorite.
Yeah, I agree.
Don't catch the books, change. You get hit when I step. It don't matter what nobody says. Country boy to the day that I'm dead. You want smoke out of my girl, man. This ain't Calabasas. We don't need highways. We can take back. Never been riding, baby. Stir up, hold my saddle. And I'm still in the field like cattle.
Cadillac back on the road. We taking room for the flow. Just stay what you need from the start.
Oh, the horse for working overtime.
Riding through just to put my eyes on you. So I'm coming home. From the railroads to the rodeo, sweet country home. This for my girl, that's sweet honey. So come with me to your life.
Those songs indicate different parts.
Pharrell who? What? Oh, sex.
Wow, a good night. Look, money is full.
Yeah.
Look at that horse. Look at that horse.
Look at that horse.
See his tail on that bucket. Bucket. Do it again. AOTY, I ain't win. I ain't stunning by them. That shit on the chin. Come back and fuck up the pen. Things that I know will offend. Or that shit that I know start a trend. They hasten to listen to them.
Yup. Switch your perspective again. We're fucking up. Talking about the successes. I'll bounce back.
Look at that horse. Pretty as hell, all natural.
Ooh, you know what I get from that though?
What?
Look at that horse. I think could have a sexual connotation, but also look at that horse that Beyonce's riding in on.
Yeah, look at
and
that.
how she draws all that attention.
Stallion, yeah.
That stallion. Back to the beginning. That she said I was stallion. Wait.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Full circle moment.
They yanking your chain, promising things that they can't. Get the runway and rain.
Hey.
Watch my pictures tape. It's in my DNA. Look at my mama's the straight things that I know will offend. Wear that shit that I know started trending.
Buck from a horse.
Yes.
Like a mechanical bull.
Where'd it go?
Loved that one and the whole concept.
I
that was
liked
really
that.
cool. It was nice hearing Pharrell. Shabuzi, welcome back.
Man, Shabuzi.
I'm gonna do this to you. Sweet honey or buckin'?
Oh fuck. I might have to give it to Buckin, but Sweet is like.
Yeah, I'm giving it to buckin'.
I think I gotta get.
Definitely give it to buckin'. I love how we have a honey here and a honey on Renaissance as well.
No,
That's
it
cool.
it was never gonna outdo it.
She didn't get,
It was never
she couldn't
gonna
be pure
outdo
or
it. It was
honey,
never-
but
yeah,
she
no, never
definitely
that.
did her thing. I love how she
Yeah.
separated this song. That was really unique. Separated by the stars.
Stars, yeah.
Like on a cowboy's belt.
Or like on the flag.
On the flag too.
I like that.
But this one was really cool. I think we kind of got the meaning of all of them. It went from more of a sexual connotation to, again, her bucking up at her haters.
Braggadocious.
Yeah, and I appreciated that. Very detailed lyrics, and the references that she's making are keeping this album again in theme, which I've appreciated this entire time. But we've arrived to the end of the album.
I know.
And I'm wondering what Amen is going to give because
that's
the first song
American
ended.
Requiem, yeah.
Mercy on me, baby, have mercy on me. Hurting badly, I can see you hurting badly. Hurting. I see you hurting, see you, please have mercy on me. Oh. This house was built with blood and bone, and it crumbled. The statues they made were beautiful, they were lies of stone. Trumpets blow. Tell me, can you hear me now? Mercy on me, mercy, have mercy on me. Say a prayer for what has been, for the sins of American Requiem. The monarchias, yeah, Maria.
No! And just and the confidence we went out with.
That's a hit.
The confidence we went out with.
That's a hit. Because that's how they were. That's how they were made.
This feels like two completely different
album.
experiences.
I know. Like that's crazy.
Wow.
Okay, let's talk about Amen. I loved it. I thought it was. It kind of brought you right back to the roots.
Kind of.
It did. It brought you. But I'm talking about for Black Southern people in the church. That's where a lot of
actually, you're right.
Our upbringing, like that is it.
Yes,
that is it. But to also tie it back to the first song where it's like, have mercy on me. So again, thinking about where this album, where the theme and the idea of it spawned from, have mercy on me, right? Just in general, I think, again, challenging the way that we think and how we are towards people as human beings, and challenging the idea of kindness, I think. So that tied the album together perfectly. I will get. I
didn't expect that. I didn't expect it for that to be a full circle moment.
No,
kind the Amen closing out the prayer that was this album. Again, American Requiem serves as the intro, right? But it doesn't really get too detailed. The details are throughout the album. As you listen to the album, what American Requiem is talking about, you only find out through listening the entire way through to hear that prayer closed out. Again, just revisiting those themes and putting emphasis on certain points made throughout, I just think that was beautiful. And I want to know what these dings are.
I know.
This little bing.
I know.
Like, what is that?
I know. I loved it, and I think it's time to talk about Cowboy Carter. Well, that was Cowboy Carter. What an experience. Completely different from Renaissance.
Completely different.
Still as enjoyable. I mean, you know, to be honest, when I look at this album, again, I think what I appreciated about Renaissance is it's not made to have hit on hit on hit.
Yeah.
It's made for you to appreciate a full body of work, someone that actually takes time and puts effort and their blood, sweat, and tears and their soul into their artistry. And that is what Beyonce does. And Cowboy Carter is no exception. Us reacting is very different from just listening to it as a whole.
Yeah.
I bet this album really does just flow when you play it from start to finish, and you probably don't even feel the hour and 20 minutes that this album is. But I love the interludes. I love how they tie into the songs and the meaning and the concept and the storyline, right? And again, I have to think about that Jolene and daughter, and just all of that was done so well. But then to come back around with Tyrant, right? Wow, the thought process. Shout out to all the producers. I saw on Twitter that Ray wrote Riverdance. I wanted to say I can hear Ray on that song.
Yeah.
Pharrell with the Sweet Honey Buckin song, right? There's just so much, and it's odd. It's weird to be like, I'm so proud of Beyonce.
Right.
Right, but like I am, because that's someone to really look up to when it comes to artistry and the amount of effort and time that she puts into it. And then you have masterpieces like this, and then you wonder why she's looked at with so much respect and given so much praise. It's because of this. What artist is doing this?
It's this. Beyonce is the only artist doing this. A lot of times you'll hear that Beyonce is music. I think Beyonce does such a great job of carrying out everything that's been great about this industry. Whether it's music videos, whether it's simply the music, having a great voice, whether it's stage presence, entertainment, doesn't matter. She excels, and she is exceptional in all of it, which makes her the complete package for an artist.
Yeah.
She continues to reinvent, and every time she does, she puts the same amount of effort into every single era, album, whatever you want to call it. This does feel like a completely different experience from Renaissance, and for that, I can appreciate it even more. Beyonce, thank you for making albums. Right? Because yes, I saw 27 tracks and said, what the hell? I said, what are we getting into right now? But if you listen to it, each interlude, each short song, long song, they all play a part to create this story. And it's about creating an experience. So I loved this. I love this. I'm going to definitely sit with this for a while. I think that it carries out, you know, this whole Act 1, Act 2, Act 3 trilogy perfectly.
Very good, yeah.
It does not drop. Right? They very much stand on equal ground. Yeah. And if anything, this just built even more upon what Renaissance already did. So I loved it.
I mean, again, that little section right there, and I'll even say from Most Wanted down.
Yeah.
Took off as well.
Yeah.
It took off as well. So again, there's no
it.
real dip in the album. And I'll be honest, I don't have a top.
I don't either.
I don't. But I also don't think this album is meant to have one. I don't think it's meant for you to just cherry pick.
Yeah.
I think it's meant for you to appreciate as a whole, kind of with Renaissance. It's meant for you to appreciate as a whole. Naturally, you're gonna have your select songs.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna get tired of me when it comes to Jolene.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But you're just gonna have to, you're either gonna listen to it with me, or
as you said, you're either here or you're not.
Or you're not. Now, I would like to own like a horse or something.
Oh.
I think that's appropriate.
Alright, I think it's a conversation for another day.
Yeah.
All in all, as always, we'd love to know your thoughts on the album. If you have any favorites, you can leave them down below in the comments.
If you enjoyed our reaction to Cowboy Carter, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on those post notifications. That way you're notified every time we upload. And we'll see you guys on the next one.